This is Dirshu Mishnah Berurah, and today we're going to continue learning Simin Mem Beis. We're halfway through Sif Gimel, we're middle of the Ramah. We're going to finish this Sif Gimel, which as well will be completing Simin Mem Beis. So yesterday we learned about the conditions in the Tefilin, and we learned that once a Tefillin bag is created for Tefillin and you use it for Tefillin, then it maintains the sanctity of Tefillin, and you cannot use it for any mundane purpose, even for something which is tashmish to mitzvah, like putting in a siddur, etc. But if you do, or if you made a tanai, then it will work. And now we continue with the Ramah that says, Uklav ha'ma'ob l'shem Tefillin. If we have cloth that's parchment that is created, it stands for the sake of tefillin, you cannot write anything else on it. Because preparing it for the inherent act of kedusha, of sanctity, milsi, that is going to work. And we conclude with the words of the Mechaber that says, as man of lights are bay. Let's say you designated something, but you did not use it. Or let's say you used an item for tefillin, but you did not designate it. Then the one-time usage without azmana will still allow you to use it to wrap money in it afterwards. So it says the Mishnah Berurah Sefkatin Yudchas that you created the klaf l'shem tefillin, hainu aparshiyah tefillin, that's for the parshias. V'uadin oid amu'ubad or amu'un lebatim shel rosh shel yad. So too if you created the leather for the batim themselves. V'aft in chokulav hashin mikol magam gov kedusha mekri. Even though you did not actually put the shin on the bayis yet, still it's called kedusha itself. V'koshkin or amu'ubad l'sefer Torah mezuzah. Certainly if it's created for a sefer Torah mezuzah, so you can't use it l'divrei chol. Sefkatin Yudtes explains the Mishnah Berurah. Read the mikdushasai to downgrade it. Let's say instead of writing tefillin, you want to write a mezuzah or shar divrei Torah. That mutar afilu oid shenis or shenis abed sefer Torah. To write dvarim shebekdusha, just a lower level, that is yes allowed. Veget avi davar shachol. Again, is the mundane purpose. Vasal klaf over the sefer Torah. You're not allowed to write on klaf that's created for sefer Torah. Amloi sheis l'kaman. Kegam in this case, if God and chav says Mishnah Berurah shu al yedei ma'aseh garments to create a real creation. Lafuki ma'yarak as mana b'dibur b'ama. This comes to exclude if you just designated Oisha Yarak Tikkun HaKlav Sirta Lishma, or if you just did a minor preparation in the parchment, or you just made lines on it, that would be a different case. Lekova Tefillin Sifkatul Chavei Lafuki Azman L'Tashmish Kedusha. This comes to exclude if you designated it for the usage of Kedusha Kigoyin Asiyas Kisla Tefillin Ibad or the Ratzuis. You created the bag for the Tefillin or the hide for the Ratzuis. You rack Tashmish Kedusha. That's not Kedusha itself. That's preparation and designation for something which is auxiliary to Kedusha. Then the Mutal Shanos Afilu Chol, you're able to change your mind before it is used. Says the Bir Halacha, if there's not a pressing need, once you're ma'abid, once you tan the hide for the Ratzuis, you should not change its usage. Says Mishnah Berurah Sefkat Chavei that Kedusha Aval Azmana Legof HaMitzvah, if you prepare something for a mitzvah, Kigoyin Tzitzis Shever Lulav Sukkah Ner Chanukah Afilu Asan Kach Le Mitzri. Even if you did a Maisa, it doesn't become Aser. Azmana La Milsi Chlom Seven Tavish Tam El Chesef Al Vago. But Sham Shmuel Chol Avali tonight without a condition, not to use them for mundane purposes. Vayin loves him Chaval of Simin Ulakamam Simin Kufna Andalid Sheyesh Oid. As we turn over the page over here, Nafkamina Bein Kedusha Le Mitzvah Mirta Shem. We will get there. And we conclude today's share with the end of the Mechaber, in which he taught us, first concluding the words of the Ramah, that it is Milsi, Sefkadil Chav Gimel, after B'Seval of Kamel and Dumat L'Shanas, Shal Rosh L'Avidim Miktudas Mitam Dazman Ala Milsi, says Mishnah Berurah. We learned a few days ago in Sif Aleph that you're allowed to downgrade from a Shal Rosh if you did not use it yet, even though you prepared it. What was the reason? Because we explained that preparation and designation, Hazmana, is a lav milsi. After Shamu Kof Kedusha, even though they're talking about the tefillin itself, still, Shiny Awesome, Dal Kolpanim, Oisavem Kedusha Ksas. Over there's a little bit of Kedusha on it. Avul Hacha over here, Alei Reitze, Lasvim Davar Chol. You want to use it for a mundane purpose, Zemahani, Hazmana, Bekofa Kedusha. Here, the Hazmana will up. So we're learning a little bit of an interesting dichotomy, that even though the rule is Hazmana Lav Milsi, that designation, preparation of an item for something is not halachically significant. However, it has some level of significance if you want to downgrade it entirely. The Magen Avraham says, no, I don't care what you designated it for. Even if you designated it for the mitzvah itself, Kedusha itself, still it is nothing. Says Mishnah Berurah, we should be stringent like the first opinion. But of course, as we saw yesterday, and as we'll keep on seeing it, Tanai stipulation always helps. Miu says Mishnah Berurah. Let's say you began writing. I feel only even on a paper. Also, then you're not allowed to write mundane matters. Also, the writing of stam, the writing of kisei kodesh is a mice of guf kedusha, and then you can't write any mundane purposes. I feel tonight lomani bazeh, and because it's called a mice of guf kedusha, the highest level, the words of the Sifrei Torah, the words of the Tefillin themselves, then even a condition does not help. And we conclude with Sar Beis of Kadon Chavdal says Mishnah Berurah Pirush Lefi Shah. If you use it one time, V'gam Bistama, if you lo masakin b'amar, you use it many times. Ach shebachol b'ama Lefi Shah rak derech harai. But if each time you used it was only for a temporary nature, you never permanently wanted to use it for this purpose, this bag for the Tefillin, and it was not created for that purpose. Lo niskadish does not get kedusha. Let's say you use it all the time for your tefillin, or use it one time and you have in mind it's going to be for your tefillin. That's your mindset. Then even without the designation is forbidden. Because that says if you add the designation. And let's say you explained that you're doing it on condition to take it out. Then, as we've seen already, even if you did it, and even if you designated it, as long as it wasn't made for that purpose, then Shari Sevkatan Chavav Yishayimrim. Tahainu da Asudulu Niskadish Aydish Sarbe Bamachas Bliazmana. Says Vishvura, why? The handkerchief does not get the Kedusha if used it one time without designation. Aval calls match that's full in Shah. But says Vishvura, don't forget, if the tefillin are actually in the bag, it's not forbidden, but it's not derech hakavod. It's not appropriate to put money inside while the tefillin are in there. Put it in its own area, and that concludes Simin Mem Beis. And Mirta Hashem will begin Simin Mem Gimel in the next year. B'siyata Dishmaya.